Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade. Thanks for joining me for a double episode of Wylie's Race Report, covering May 12th and May 19th, 2018 at Antioch Speedway. First up on May 12th, the Dwarf cars took to the racetrack, and Travis Hensley and Mike Casaro took home the heat wins. Casaro then went on and won the main event win. He was followed by Mario Marquez, Charlie Correa, Miranda Chapa, and Chris Mello.
White rag coming out this time by for Mike Casaro. On this North Bar field. Casaro off turn number 2 down the back straightaway one last time. It's Casaro into turn 3 and 4. Starting in the 10th spot, taking up win number 3 on the season, Mario Marquez.
In the hobby stock action back on the 12th, we had Cameron Swank and Billy Bad Boy Garner take home the heat wins, with Chris Sorensen winning the main event. On that night, Cameron Swank, Tanis Rangel, John Watch, and Billy Garner rounded out the top 5.
2 to go this time by. On the line. 1894 on the stopwatch, 71.278 miles an hour. They keep getting faster and faster as the race goes on. But Chris Sorensen not getting away from it. Cameron Swank, tapped Sorensen that time, white rag coming out. Into turn number 3, Sorensen holds on, one more time around. Chris Sorensen, Cameron Swank, side by side in turns 1 and 2. Swank gets a little slideways off 2, he loses the car length down the back stretch, into turn number 3. Here they come. Chris Sorensen, Cameron Swank at the line, it's Sorensen.
In our limited late model action on May 12th, we had Ryan Serezian and Mark Garner take home the heat wins, and Mike Gustafson held off a hard-charging Mike Welko, Mark Garner, Brian Zachary, and Chad Hammer in the main event.
Green flag in the air, green white checker. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1, Mark Garner, Mike Welko get together. Coming around, white rag out this time by. One more time around for these limited late models here tonight. Into turn number 1 they go. Mike Gustafson, Mike Welko, Mark Garner up to the 3rd spot, Brian Zachary 4th, and Chad Hammer in the 5th spot. Coming up off turn number 4. The checkered flag is out. Mike Gustafson takes home the win.
For our Livin' Fat B mods, we had Trevor Klimans take home heat race number 1, followed by Brent Curran taking home heat race number 2. In the main event, Trevor Klimans held on for the win. Brent Curran finished 2nd. Kenny Schrader, Mark Garner, and Chuck Golden rounding out your top 5 for the Livin' Fat B mods on May 12th.
Trevor Klimans back. One car gets sideways. Ryan DeForest in front of the leaders. He comes out in front of Brent Curran. Brent Curran loses a little bit of ground because of it. 4 to go. Coming around, 3 to go this time by. Brent Curran looking low, but he's not close enough to make a move. Trevor Klimans, Brent Curran, your top 2. Chuck Golden in the 3rd spot. This time Brent Curran says hello. Trevor looks underneath. At the line is still Trevor Klimans. 2 to go. They got slower traffic in front of them. Kevin Brown right in front of the leaders. White rag coming out this time by. Trevor Klimans, Brent Curran up off turn number 4 at the line. Slower traffic in there. Al Johnson outside, now in front of the leader. Leader goes high, but there's a slower car there. Underneath, Brent Curran gets into the back of Al Johnson. Trevor Klimans takes home the win.
Then for the A mods, we had Kellen Chadwick and Nick DiCarlo take home the heat wins, and Carl Berenson took home the main event win. He was followed closely by Kellen Chadwick, Trent Wentworth, Bobby Motts Jr., and Sean O'Gara.
Kellen Chadwick, Trent Wentworth, that battle for second off turn number 2. Those guys have been battling all race long. spot now. White rag coming out this time by. Up off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. One more time around Carl Berenson into turn number 1. It's working the high line. Once he got around him, Kellen Chadwick able to pull away from Trent Wentworth. Up off turn number 4, our leader comes. Carl Berenson, checkered flag in the air. Berenson takes home the win.
Next, we're going to move to May 19th when we had the Contra Costa County Fair events. Wingless sprint cars and hobby stocks raced that night. And the heat races for the hobby stocks, Cameron Swank and Chris Sorensen took home the win, with Swank also taking home the trophy dash for the hobby stocks. But John Watch was the big winner on the night for the main event in the 102 car, taking home his very first win in the hobby stock division. Cameron Swank, Chris Sorensen. Haley Gomez had her career best finish of 4th place, and Aunt Vina rounded out the top 5. And then for our All-Star Wingless 360 sprint cars, we had Bob Newberry and Shannon Newton take home the heat wins, with Shannon Newton also winning the trophy dash. She was followed by Bob Newberry, Roy Fisher, and Kyle Backey in the trophy dash. But Bob Newberry hung on for the win in the main event. He was followed by Kyle Backey, Shannon Newton, Scott Martin, and James East, rounding out the top 5 for our wingless sprint cars in that event on May 19th. Thanks to Hollywood for announcing for me that night. I was not able to be there. Coming up this Saturday night, May 26th, Memorial Weekend, we are racing with the weekly racing series plus the Sharpshooter Tournament race number 4 for the Live and Fat B mods. We'll have the Wing 360 sprint cars, the A mods, the Live and Fat B mods, hobby stocks, and the Dwarf cars. That's all this Saturday night, May 26, 2018 at Antioch Speedway. Memorial Weekend. Come on out and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another exciting, fun-filled evening of racing at Antioch Speedway. At www.antiochspeedway.com, www.antiochspeedway.com for all news and notes, and upcoming schedules will be released right here on my channel, Antioch Speedway Announcer on Facebook and YouTube, Wylie Wade on Instagram. Also, don't forget to check out the Facebook page for Antioch Speedway. It is called The Antioch Speedway. I'm Wylie Wade. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.